common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
Hopefully you guys all had a great weekend. We had a good one here, but it was pretty dang hot. Also, for everybody in the United States, it was Father's Day, so if you celebrated that, if you are a father, if you celebrated with your father, or whatever way you celebrated that, hopefully you guys had a good time. But it's time to get back on the ball, get back into cryptos, and get those gains a-coming. We're going to have Todd, the Todd Father, looking at the charts today. Sorry for sweating up here. It's not because we're nervous. It's about 85 degrees up in the office today. It has not been pleasant all day.
Maybe not quite that hot. Maybe like 76.
It's pretty hot.
But it's hotter than normal.
I'm sweating.
This place is too big and the air conditioner is not big enough.
You know, we have officially been added to the Vertcoin merchant list for LearnCrypto.io with our cryptocurrency trading course, Crypto Private Client Group, and hopefully soon the software. So that's pretty exciting. We're going to show you their merchant page so you can just look how you can spend your Vertcoin. Also, South Korea is becoming more and more crypto friendly. We'll discuss that in detail, but we know that is very bullish because those South Koreans pay a mighty premium during the last bull run. They like their cryptocurrency down there. They have the highest percentage of their citizens investing in cryptocurrency, higher than any other country in the world, believe it or not. So that is pretty important. Even though they're pretty small, almost everybody is investing in the cryptos. And then we got some various other topics we'll discuss. That's really about it, guys. I know a lot of people are wanting us to look at ADA. I'm sure Todd will look at the Cardano chart for your guys. And in my opinion, right now, everything has very high correlation and very low volatility. In the time of market indecision like this, I mean, everything is really following each other. You have a couple outliers, like the one that McAfee has been pumping. Linda has been having a pretty good time. But overall, everything is following each other pretty much. This is probably the highest correlation we've seen in the crypto market in a very long time. And we'll see what happens. You know, I tweeted out earlier today that I am just participating in dollar cost averaging and accumulation right now. Look, I believe the infrastructure is being built, and I believe that the next wave of new retail investors, accredited investors, institutional investors is coming. And for now, I'm just going to continue to buy whenever I can at all these prices that are very suppressed, from my opinion.
And more importantly, my birthday is tomorrow.
Your birthday's tomorrow?
Yep.
My birthday's on Wednesday.
I'll be 49.
I'll be 27. So there you go. I guess we're going to go live tomorrow for Todd's birthday.
Lambo.
On Wednesday, I plan on going live for my birthday as well. We might go live probably around 6 instead of 6:30. I'm supposed to go have dinner with the family, but I still want to get on here live with you guys because crypto never sleeps. And obviously, I want to spend my birthday with some of my greatest friends and family in this growing community as well. So we'll be here. We got 2 birthdays. Last thing I want to do before we jump right into this, make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Also, from the video, the last live stream we did, it has a pink background on the thumbnail. We are giving away Zen Cash today. So if you haven't already, you have about 10 minutes to go over there, leave a comment with your Zen wallet address. We already gave 1 Zen away to Barack Obama from last week. We'll be giving away another Zen tonight. And maybe if you guys are nice, maybe I'll give away to 2 winners. We'll see what happens. So let's see what's going on here. We're seeing a little bit of green. Can this market rally hold? Is this what we have been needing? Are we going to see a couple percent every single day? We'll see. We'll see what Todd thinks on the charts, but so far so good. Bitcoin above $6,700, up 3%. Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, all these are showing green. EOS is even having green after there was some technical issues this weekend that we will discuss. We'll see if you guys think it was FUD, if you guys think EOS is centralized. Are you guys still holding your EOS for the airdrops? What are you doing with your EOS bags? Seems like a lot of people don't really know. The only one in the top 10 that is negative is IOTA. You guys know from a fundamental perspective, I think IOTA is just a little too far ahead of its time. I think it's personally overvalued, and we'll see what they can continue to do with development. But the Tangle, I mean, we're not even fully utilizing blockchain, much rather jumping to the Tangle, which they are trying to promote. So I just stay away from that one personally. But congratulations to all the holders who have seen massive gains, because it is number 9, worth $3.2 billion. Drop Bill up 12.49%. Basic Attention Token up 11.83%. A lot of people have been talking good about it. Now, we kind of saw this price action when things get on big listings like Binance, maybe a Coinbase, who knows? I don't know. But this is several days in a row that Basic Attention Token has been doing very well, even during the downturn of other products. This is one that has not been very well correlated with Bitcoin. It's actually outperforming Bitcoin quite a bit. And then we got Docademic here. This is the one McAfee has been shilling. It is up 150% over the past 7 days. So if you are an owner of Docademic, now usually McAfee pumps it and then it dumps. Well, McAfee has been talking about this one for 3, 4, 5 days in a row, and he said he does have a cryptocurrency conference in which he is going to talk specifically about Docademic. Could this go higher? Maybe. Would I be happy with a 150% gain on a project I know you didn't research, that you just rode the wave from McAfee? I probably would. So you guys got to press the buy and sell button yourselves, but I like to sell the McAfee pumps, not hold on to them for the long term. That is just my personal opinion. We got a couple other recognizable names here too. So
ONT.
Things are looking pretty strong. I got to check this one real quick.
Made.
Holy cow, Linda up another 20%, up to 44 sats. This is the one that we did have a really good trade on last week, and this thing just keeps inching higher. They just announced today that they do have another announcement pertaining to their Linda X protocol on June 20th, on my birthday. We'll see. You know, I am a holder of this. I like to swing trade it as well, but I don't know. I can't really present you guys to buy it at these levels. I was trying to get you guys to buy in between 16 to 20 sats, and right now it's just been riding so high so fast. We'll see. All right, without further ado, let's throw it over to the Todd Father. Let's see what he's got looking like on the charts. If you guys have any charts you want Todd to look at, make sure to put it in the chat box. We're here to help you guys.
Not much to talk about here still. I mean, we thought maybe we bottomed down here and looking for the B wave up. So far, we've got that. But as I mentioned this morning on the update, if we go to a 15-minute, I mean, really to keep the bull alive, this has got to be a 1-2. So we don't really want to overlap the 62.90. Really, personally, we don't want to overlap probably 64.50. And really don't even want to see 65.50, really. So we really need to extend the gains here. And then, you know, we could call this a 1-2 by Elliott and keep it moving. And if you look at price and volume has been a little, this is Coinbase. I mean, we did have a little bit of volume coming in off the lows. Volume definitely came in to stop the decline. We had some volume on the rally, and it did get really light on this pullback. And then some volume did come in here. So we've kind of got a possibility of, you know, volume supporting it. And but again, we just need some more continuation here. We need some real volume to come in and declare that a good low. And most of these charts, we'll just go through some of these quick, and we'll double back. I mean, Bitcoin Cash, same type of deal, up to 900. Needs to get through that resistance.
Yeah, like we said, the correlation has been super high right now, so all of them are looking like the same pattern. The only thing, there's a couple that you can maybe differentiate, or if you know that some news is coming for them, maybe you can get a trade there before the news. But really, even the volume structure for all these looks about the same as well.
High correlation, low volatility. I mean, just bear market type action at the moment still. Dash 265, same thing. Got to give out that 270, 275. 280 level. Then it could definitely easily work higher. Classic back to 1492.
I'm buying Classic right here, guys.
I mean, that looks like value.
Looks like a no-brainer to me with that coming to Coinbase soon. It's going to be on Coinbase Pro. It's going to be in the Coinbase Index. It already has OTC markets, and it's truly immutable. You know, it is the original Ethereum blockchain. I mean, you guys can do your own research on Ethereum Classic. I think it's a no-brainer. I think you should accumulate it, and that's what I'm doing.
There's Ethereum, which I keep saying I've liked this coin. I mean, it did obviously went down to 450. But still acting decent. I still think that one goes higher. I wouldn't want to see an overlap, you know, back at the 500 level where this rally started this morning. So we've got to continue here. Litecoin, hate to see it double back to 93. Let's zoom in a little bit better on Litecoin. I mean, it came off the 93 level twice. So 93 gets broken. Anything back here, 95-ish. I presume it's going to tag another new low before I would try the upside again. So Neo right around 40.
A lot of people in the chat are talking about Neo and think it's a bargain down here. You guys know I am a big proponent for that protocol token and like the fact that you can earn residual income with the gas. And we'll let Todd say what he sees in the chart.
I mean, I think the chart's not real strong, but I would think it comes out of here. Ripple 54 cents. Another one.
I had some people DMing me asking me when I was going to buy Ripple again. I said I didn't. If Ripple goes back to 40 cents again, just like I did last time for the show, I will buy some Ripple for the show. If Ripple then bounces up to 90 again and I sell it, I will give away 50% of the profits in Ripple to you guys. Apparently now Ripple actually has a tipping bot on Twitter, which, you know, I like to use those for giveaways because it's really easy to use. I didn't know either. Somebody tipped me like 10 Ripple for my Tone Vase tweet this weekend. So like I said, if I buy back into it and make some profits, thanks to you guys, I will go ahead and give away half of my profits.
And there's Ripple at 54 cents. Nothing to brag about there. OMG 937. Same thing. Leaves a lot to be desired short term. ADA USDT up 1.81%. I would expected that to got going here a little bit quicker. A lot of people on the chats like that one. So
yeah, somebody asked, once ADA is up and running, why would you want ETC? Well, actually, ETC and ADA actually have a joint partnership with each other. They are going to be interoperable with each other. That's their goal, at least. They want the ETC blockchain and the ADA blockchain to be able to communicate and work with each other. So I think that's why. If you're bullish on one, you probably should be bullish on both, as you are going to have developers working on both projects. And like I said, if you go on their website and start reading and doing some research on why they're working with ETC, they really want to add that interoperability to where the two blockchains can correlate and work with each other to create a strong partnership moving forward.
And happy birthday to Niagara Tony.
Yeah, I just saw that. So he's probably not in here.
He's not in here. He's probably with a wifey, I'm guessing.
So you got the Niagara Tony birthday today, Todd's birthday tomorrow, my birthday on Wednesday.
Triple,
that is awesome.
The trifecta.
That's awesome.
Here's BAT USD. Let's throw this one up here. Much stronger chart, especially off the low. Decred 93.27. That was one we mentioned the other night at 85 that we continue to like. And it ran to a quick 100. Now sitting here kind of quiet at 93. EOS 1064. Same type of thing. Not much to brag about. Not much else here really. Made up 645. Just back to 35 cents. Looks like a little bit of volume came in here on today's rally. ONT, BTC. A little slow and some volume came in today. That's Binance, so no volume here when it was testing the lows, and then some good volume came in. So I still think that one looks pretty good. Let's do RDD, because that was on the your list today. That's a 15-minute.
Man, the amount of RDD I gave away, every time I see that thing spike up, it's like, oh, man. But at least it was to you guys, so that's all that matters. At least I gave it away to you guys.
Here's VEN BTC. Let's go back out to the 2 hour because this one still looks good. I'd mentioned I think that's a spring and an uptrend. Normally those want bot if you're bullish, so that one could keep it moving. And then, what What else here? Zen 1947. Be nice for that one to dig out here a little quicker. That is the 2 hour. ZRX 87 cents. That one I think still looks good, but it'd be nice short term here to get it going. There's the ZIL, long from higher levels. Not doing much here, so.
Sweet. I guess I'll take this back, and then we'll talk about some of these charts that they want here in a little bit. First of all, before we get on to that, I just want to say, you know, I'm seeing a lot, while he's looking at charts, I'm seeing a lot of good chat going on over here, a lot of guys bouncing ideas off each other. That is what we like to see. We like the fact that our community is really strong, always willing to help each other. And I've got a lot of the interviews from community members as well. And with those interviews, this community has seen a lot of opportunity for gain, so that is good to see. Vapid was saying, when would you restructure your portfolio or re-diversify your portfolio into stronger coins? You know, like Todd has said, everybody is real quick to sell their winners, and they're really reluctant to sell the losers. So at some point in time, especially now that everything is at really high correlation, you might be able to cut the loss on one coin and move it to another coin, but really you're getting in around the same cost basis, if that makes sense. You can get stronger projects in your portfolio, and granted you took the loss on the one, but you're still getting in these better products and better coins and tokens at cheaper prices as well. So it's kind of a wash from my perspective. Do you have anything you want to add to that?
I think you probably do that here. If we're making a decent low, then the strong ones should outperform here. So I guess it's, you know, still to be seen whether or not we have finished that triangle and we are going higher, or we're going to stab new lows again. I'm not sure of that. So
Anger Dragon says, happy birthday all. Who's older, Todd or Nick? And then Lloyd said, everyone's older than Nick.
Right.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, you know, I first started investing when I was 12 years old. So don't think that I haven't been doing investing. I also work for an institutional financial advisor as a performance analyst and been part of cryptos for quite a while now. So don't let the age fool you. Been doing this for a while in all different ecosystems. So let's get to some news over here. Let's see what's going on. I know a lot of people are talking about Eos, so we should probably talk about that one first if I have it up here.
What up, John? What up, Chris Strauss?
Cold reception. Crypto critics ignite after Eos blockchain freezes this weekend. You may have missed it, but over the weekend, transactions on the live Eos blockchain came to a complete, yet temporary halt. Coming less than 48 hours after the much-anticipated blockchain network went live, the announcement kicked off a social firestorm. Obviously, you had all the big bag holders and believers trying to come to the defense of the Eos network, and then you had everybody who isn't a bag holder or everybody who dumped it is fudding up a storm. And now it might not be FUD from this perspective because, hey, it was an actual verified technical issue, but you know how Twitter works. People don't fight with knowledge over there. They just fight to fight, so it's pretty funny. So a patch to fix the issue was released and implemented less than 5 hours later. However, in this fast-moving world of crypto, there was already damage done to the network's reputation. Also, the price share went down about 5 or 10% when this happened over the weekend. Among the notable voices offering support to the project was Zcash creator Zuku Wilcox, who wrote kudos in the wake of the bug response. Many people thought he was actually being sarcastic, but he went on to say no, the fact that they were able to resolve the issue after 5 hours, he wanted to applaud them for that. So that was kind of an interesting perspective. While EOS blocks are moving once again, it's clear there's one thing not going anywhere: the debate over the degree of centralization of the network. We see the same debate of centralization about XRP and Ripple. Now, we all know that XRP did have its day and you had a chance to make some massive gains, and that day may come once again. This could be very similar with EOS, as they do have a large following now and many believers in the long-term viability of this protocol token. And now that the fact that they have been able to go live, and you did have that ERC20 EOS token swap done by Binance and other exchanges, kind of gave that a little more legitimacy as well. For EOS, the centralization risks are unique and put on display thanks to the weakened issue. Eos Block Producers are the only ones who can validate transactions on the blockchain. They are voted on by users, and the votes are weighted by the numbers of tokens stated. So this is where I don't really like their governance system all that much. They do allow all the users, a holder like myself, could vote on these producers. But if you see here, my vote is then weighted by the number of tokens I own. Is there a chance for collusion? where large bag holders will then vote for each other, and their vote is such a high weighting that it automatically gives them a head start to become a producer and a validator on the network. That's a possibility. As a result, though, the mainnet platform is not owned by any singular authority. These block producers act as de facto leaders, able to make executive decisions on proposed changes, or in this case, fixes to the network. In response to the criticism, EOS maintains its distribution of tokens and block producers remain far from centralized, pointing to the global distribution you can see in this tweet below. I mean, overall, guys, I still hold my EOS. Do I think that it is a little bit of a blunder that a project that had $4 billion in funding is seeing so many hiccups so early in its life? I think so. Now, I think the one thing that will save EOS here is a few things. Number one, they do have Dan Larimer. If they can figure out this protocol, you will see very much multiples of the money that you invest right now. Number two, they are already starting to get this massive cult community like we see on Verge, Ripple, and others that can lead this thing to all-time highs at any given day. And then lastly, you know, I know it has nothing to do with the product, but right now you can go online and type in EOS airdrops. They have, I mean, some ridiculous amount of airdrops happening this year and in the coming years, and people might just hold it just for the mere fact that they have the opportunity to get a free position in all of these upcoming projects. And really, for me, that's kind of what I'm looking at as well. I'm in even lower than these prices. I've been on EOS, I think, since it was $3, $4, $5. And if I have the opportunity to get all of these airdrops, even if EOS fails, if any of these other projects succeed, I still think it could be the possibility and win. Now, I would like your guys' opinion on EOS. It is centralized in my opinion. Maybe not as much as Ripple, of course. But let me know what you guys think. Are you still going to be a holder? Maybe you're not a believer in EOS, but you hold it for the airdrops. What's your guys' opinion on EOS? I would like some input from some of you guys.
What's up, Javi Alvarez? What's going on?
I think I heard a couple new subscribers as well while I was talking, so welcome to the community. As you know, guys, we did pass 4,200 subscribers today, and we appreciate each and every one of you. That's why we do the shows for you guys and like to give back. You know, if we find success in the markets or we do a review and the coin happens to give us a donation, that's what we give back to you guys, just to let you know that, just to give you appreciation for the support you give us each and every day.
And have a little bit of fun. I got an article here. Slide her over. Interesting one. JP Morgan a couple hours ago fined $65 million for manipulating US dollar benchmark. So I guess Jamie didn't have his hands on that good enough. Let that slide by. But then it says down here, the bank was sued for committing fraud on Bitcoin purchases. Then also behind the scenes, they're talking about making cryptocurrency products available to its customers, including Bitcoin futures. And then most recently, Bloomberg saying that they're looking at custodial services for cryptos for institutional investors. So still, you know, as we keep saying, all that money's coming, the institutions are coming. The key is what is a fair value for Bitcoin at the current time. I think it's been proven by the charts. Obviously, 6,000 is some type of support, whether it's the fundamental support, etc. But you know, I guess I wouldn't still be surprised by just really a slow rally out of here that accelerates at a later date. So, because custodial is coming. I mean, we're going to get all these traditional investors into this market.
I mean, Coinbase Custodian is right around the horizon. They just released the index. Coinbase Pro is coming soon. I was going to show you a tweet about that. And they also just wrote up an article that they're getting close on the custodian side as well. And really, you know, I work for an institutional financial firm, and they can't touch things that they don't have access to a custodian. The mere fact is that if there's no custodian, the risk is too high. If Coinbase is a custodian, they are then liable for holding those cryptocurrencies, and it serves as an insurance policy for institutional investors like the company that I work for. So that's really what they're waiting for. If you get a custodian from Coinbase, JP Morgan, Fidelity, NASDAQ, whoever, oh man, I mean,
Vanguard.
That's big. Because I'm telling you right now, that's what they're waiting on. I mean, I work in it every single day. I see what they invest in every single day. That's just how it works.
And then the ETFs drop probably right after that. So again, we gotta see what a fair value is, because obviously we got, you know, actually the one guy on CNBC made a good statement this morning that if we didn't have the rally to 19,000 on Bitcoin, if we just went from 400 to where we're at right now, everybody would be ecstatic about these markets and talking about still higher prices. We just had a, blow off top. We've had a agonizing 6-month correction, but I think that's going to get behind us here. And software update for you that don't know, I mean, the software was working, but it was only 38 exchanges, and some of them even had 2 or 3. So I just, trying to trade off of it, I wasn't happy. So we're going to 89 exchange, 1,500 different coin pairings. I think I'll have Bitcoin, USD, Bitcoin, Japanese yen, etc. So Vladimir told me by the end of this week I would have it in front of me to look at. So I'm hoping, once again, no problems. And I'll be implementing that. I'm going to start trading shorter term and giving those trades out. I'm going to be going live more. We're going to talk about it more on the streams, etc. So I'm really going to try to separate ourselves from the competition once we get the software here.
Sounds good. Well, I think it's time to wake you guys up. The chat has slowed down a little bit, so we are going to do the Zencash giveaway from the last live show. As soon as this show is over and I get home, because I'm not going to pull it up here, obviously. I do it, more secure networks. I will be sending the Zen directly to your wallet. So let's see here. Let's refresh this in case anybody new posted on here. We'll copy that. Throw it in this random comment picker here. We have 32 unique commenters. That way nobody has an unfair advantage. Are you guys ready? Because we're about to give away some Zen. This is for one Zencash, currently worth about $20. About to be $200. No,
on the way to 200. Right.
Let's go ahead. Here we go. The winner is Anthony Rusano. What's up, man? Congratulations. I need to take a picture of this so I can make sure to find it when I get home.
What's going on, Leon?
If you're in here, Anthony, congratulations. If not, you're going to go ahead and find one Zen pop up in your wallet later tonight. So congratulations to him. All right, so what I wanted to show you guys is if you go to vertcoin.org/merchants, this is their merchants tab. As you can see here, these are only businesses that have been verified by Vertcoin as being legitimate and accept Vertcoin as a payment option. Obviously, we check both those boxes pretty easily. We are right here, the only education platform on their website, LearnCrypto. If you guys don't know what we do, make sure to take a look in the description below to see everything we offer outside of YouTube. And also, if you just want to come over here and look how you can spend some Vertcoin, these are all the goods and merchandises over here. Pretty many going on, and I know that a bunch of you, if Gary was in here, this would be the website he was wanting to click on right here, this last one. We'll scroll up in case you guys have any young ones watching. All right, so South Korea may launch a dedicated cryptocurrency zone for companies. Why is this so big? This means they are going to come back to very lenient regulation. And do you remember when we were in the bull run that South Koreans were paying such a high premium that the coin market cap actually had to turn off the payments that they were making? They didn't want, because it was skewing the prices so high. That's how much these South Koreans love their crypto. After technology parks and Silicon Valleys, major cities around the world are building dedicated cryptocurrency and blockchain technology zones to propel the sector's development. The latest to join the fray is South Korea. According to a report in local news, South Korea intends to launch a blockchain center in Busan City to incubate companies and projects working in this sector, and they're going to call it Crypto Beach. This is inspired by something going on in Switzerland. In May 2018, Korean officials acknowledged that talent drain after several cryptocurrency businesses left the country to open successful ventures in the crypto-friendly nations of Singapore and Switzerland. So I don't know if you guys remember, but we did see a little bit of a market correction with some South Korean FUD, with their exchanges getting hacked and saying the government was going to come down and put the hammer down on cryptocurrencies. It seems like they are starting to realize the amount of smart individuals and solid companies they are losing due to that hammer, so they're kind of pulling it off a little bit, which I think is very bullish from a macro perspective. Countries are recognizing the economic implications of shunning cryptocurrency businesses. Apart from job creations, companies can generate tax and attract talent, leading to noteworthy benefits for the government. Not too far behind is China, which still maintains its reluctancy towards cryptocurrencies, but apparently is wholeheartedly embracing blockchain. Where have we seen this before, guys? With China. During the tech bubble, if you guys don't know, they did ban, YouTube and Twitter, and they have WeChat. They made that for themselves. They also ban a lot of video gaming companies over there. They produced Tencent. So what they like to do is they ban something because they want to make sure they have control of it. Now, will Neo be that cryptocurrency that they lighten the regulations up on? They kind of have their control over that project, and they allow that to prosper in their ecosystem? I think that is a very high probability. I expect China to continue to lighten up regulations once they have more of a foothold and understanding of cryptocurrency, blockchain, and kind of get their influence in there over Neo and some of these other China-based cryptocurrencies.
Shout out to Angry Dragon for subscribing.
Boom. Well, you know, since it's Niagara Tony's birthday and we're getting all these subscribers, I was only going to give away one Zen. But if you guys want me to give away another Zen, I'll do it. You just got to type yes in the chat box if you want me to give away another Zen. I'll pick another lucky winner from that video. Straight out of my wallet to yours. If you want that.
Straight out of your wallet.
If you want that to happen, since we're all having birthdays over here, all these subscribers, we're doing it.
There won't be no pizza at your house tonight. You spent all the money.
Lloyd's saying yes a lot. We need more people to say yes just from Lloyd for me to do it.
Woot, yes.
Oh, we got somebody over here without wrenches. You guys get some wrenches. Ooh. Don't be afraid to talk in the chat, guys. Don't hide in the background. Welcome to the Learn Crypto community. We all like to help each other, so if you have questions, ask them. We try to be very interactive with our chat and answer your questions, but if not, we have a lot of people in here that are very knowledgeable about cryptocurrencies.
And shout out for the 6 thumbs down. I'm sure that was when Nick was talking.
Let's do it.
That's when Nick was talking.
Hey, I love the thumbs ups. I love the thumbs down.
I like the thumbs down myself.
Because that means you're actually interacting with the chat.
That means you're making some moves if you got the thumbs down.
Perfect. We got a bunch of yeses. We're doing another one. We're doing it. Here it is. Same one. 32 comments.
Minecoin's birthday tomorrow along with me.
Here we go.
Cool.
Giving away another Zen worth about $20. So this will be $40 we gave away to you guys. And it is in cryptocurrency. We know that they are all going to the moon. Let's see what we got here. And the winner is RF Dusty. Awesome video. Thanks for always making great content.
I just wrenched him.
Just wrenched him?
Well, he had lost it. He said, I lost a wrench. I thought he had it, so I wrenched him while you were saying that.
We had to take the wrench away because we knew you were about to win $20.
Give us 10 back, and we'll wrench you.
Yeah, give me a super chat back, and I'll send you the Zen. I'm just kidding.
That's fun.
Sweet. Well, there you go, RF Dusty. Thanks for always being an integral member of this community, and congratulations. You just won 1 Zen coin. All right, all right. What you got over there, Todd? You want to look at a couple more charts or anything?
We can. One thing I did want to say, because it's been a wild west out here on social media, because a guy only has kind of his integrity. And I guess one thing I do want to say, I've been trading stocks, options, commodities since like 1980 with my dad. I've been a registered investment advisor since I think 1990. Since 1996, I have been on my own, which means I'm my own compliance officer. And I have no issues with the state of Illinois and have had none. I've been audited, etc. So you can't really, you can't pick on my background nor my integrity. So you just can't get away with that. So that's all I want to say.
So it looks like people want to look at PPT. If you guys have any charts you want Todd to look at, throw them up there now. B. Jorn says, why can't I place a comment to get some Zen? So we do giveaways all the time on live shows. During that live show, I let you know to leave a comment in the comment section and which wallet address we are giving away. This was from the live shows last week. We gave away Zen for 2 separate videos. So make sure to stay tuned. Make sure to look for the giveaways in the title of the videos. I try to put them in there. And then be active community in the comment section here moving forward. So yeah, I'm sure we'll have another giveaway shortly.
Jay mentioned PPT. This is Binance. Want to know why it keeps going down? And that is definitely what it's been doing. That's a 2-hour.
Crypto Nitrate says that it is pronounced Biorn, or is that correct, Crypto Nitrate? Biorn?
I don't know what this big volume is down here at Binance, but yeah, that coin, not much to say there. That's why I think you got to stay on some of the stronger coins, because some of these weak coins are just going to flutter at some point. And I don't know if that PPT, I know we were watching that before when it was extremely volatile, but not good short-term action there.
Sweet, sweet. Any other charts you want him to look at? Somebody wants you to look at Mana. M-A-N-A.
M-A-N-A, I don't know if
And then let's take a look at Digibyte, because there might be some exciting news.
Whoa.
All I can say is this. There might be some exciting news coming out of Digibyte in the future. Now, this is all still hypothetical. The development features have not been discussed. The pros and cons have not yet been discussed. Josiah Spackman, from the Digibyte ambassador from New Zealand, we might be doing a recorded video to discuss some of these opportunities Digibyte has moving forward, and kind of he wants us to bounce ideas, pros and cons off each other. And I'll tell you what, if the pros outweigh the cons, I think this could be a huge step for Digibyte moving forward. I already think from a technical perspective that Digibyte is way ahead of some of the other UTXO projects. They are starting to get DigiID integrated in some other things. So this slight change to their code, that's all I can say, may be a big difference. So I'll keep an eye on that, and I think that's why it'd be interesting to take a look at the chart.
We'll do that in a minute. Here's the Mana. I don't know what this is 422. I know there was an article in, what was it, Bloomberg or Forbes just like a week ago, because I read that. So I'm sure that's helped the strength here recently. I mean, that coin has been higher highs and higher lows, so I guess you got to shout out to them. And then Digibyte USD, 2 hour. I mean, this is previous support we had listed before. So it came back down to that. Like everything, took out decent uptrend lines. Let's hope we're not slowing up here. This kind of happens to us late in the broadcast, it seems. I mean, much higher than the low back here at 0.0158. So just need some more strength here short term, I would say. Maybe we'll get that on some news. BQX. Back down to triple bottom lows, basically. Previous triangle support here, so again, a little weaker than most. I mean, really close to really a Bitcoin chart, so I would think value there, but not sure that's would be a favorite. What else?
I think you should look at...
What's up, Tree Man?
I think you should look at WAN. This one caught my interest, and I kind of tweeted about it because it has fallen back down to the post-ICO accumulation range. And from a fundamental perspective, they are about to have their first ICO on the platform ready for pre-sale.
That's WAN BTC, back down to somewhat previous lows. So
yeah, so if you look at that first candle there, that is when the ICO first went to the exchange. Obviously, it dumped like a lot of these ICOs do. You had, what, a month there of accumulation, and then it just saw a massive uptrend. Now we're falling back to that accumulation range. The fundamentals on WAN chain really haven't changed. If they probably even got a little better since then. So this one's kind of on my radar, as I think we might be in another accumulation phase before another pop, personally. Rocket366 says, buy BNB now and sell it at $17. Buy BNB now, sell it at 17. That would be a quick swing trade there, because it is at 1676 right now.
And there's a 2 hour chart. So he's trying to trade the probably 5 minute scalp. Trading between what, 1675 and 1710, I think he said.
Yep, he said sell it at 17.
That's what we've been doing. We got a kind of a triangle up here, so that coin's been pretty strong.
That also looks like an ascending triangle, which is usually by probabilities a
continuation pattern. That's what I'd call it.
Ryan says Cash, we haven't talked about that one in a while, is coming out with the liquid platform soon. I know when I did the review on that back in the day that was the one thing that I thought could put Cash over the top, and it looks like it is finally coming to fruition. Better late than never, I assume. All right, let me steal this back. I guess I don't seem to have many more charts. Let's go over a couple more things I want you guys to know about before we head out of here. So this is the Coinbase Pro I was telling you about on Friday, June 29th. GDAX will no longer exist. It will be Coinbase Pro. If you go over to their website, you can play around with it a little bit now if you would like. It looks like they are trying to make the charts a little better so actual traders can trade on here. They're trying to be more competitive with the likes of Bittrex, Binance, some of these other ones that have better built-in charting softwares, as well as the order books, the market orders, etc. Still looks a lot like GDAX, but I'm kind of expecting it to have a lot better features because they said they rebuilt this to appeal more to high-frequency traders, which is what you're going to see come into the market as accredited investors and institutional money starts to come into the market as well. So I want you guys to keep an eye on that, and if you want to play around with it to get comfortable with it, find their tweet and go to the website and do that. Also, for everybody that may be buying Linda or own Linda via their own research or the interview I've done or whatever, I would recommend right now their best option is Cryptopia. If you don't have a Cryptopia account, we do have a referral link in the description if you want to support the channel. But if you were holding Linda on Yobit exchange right now, I would sell it immediately. Why? They did do a hard fork where they removed 20 billion of the coins from circulation, and Yobit refuses to upgrade their wallets and upgrade the code over there. So if you own Linda on Yobit, you are actually owning the prior blockchain. That has no developers or no value, guys. Right now, the prices are pretty similar, but once this news starts to get around, you're probably going to see a price dump on the Yobit exchange. The founders and lead developers told me straight up, and they even were tweeting about it, they've reached out to Yobit, even paid Yobit to upgrade it to the new blockchain, and they are refusing to do so for whatever reason. So sell your Linda on Yobit, go buy it on Cryptopia if you have it over there. Don't want to see you guys get stuck with coins and tokens that have no value. It's not even on the right blockchain, guys. That is not Linda. That's really about all I got from the Twitter scene. I guess we'll see what's going on in the chat for a couple minutes.
Taj sent something saying the 2 major Russian banks to offer a crypto-based fund for retail investors.
Whoa, that would be huge.
It's more of the same news.
Kevin wants to know, he would be curious to see the ETC and USD fib levels. Could you throw that up on a chart possibly?
Give me a second.
Sounds good, and welcome to the channel, Kev. What else we got going on? Any other questions over here from Ready to Answer before we get out of here? Let's see. Oh, Sun Scorpio is asking, will Coinbase Pro have trailing stops? So I actually saw that tweet while I was sitting at my desk working, so I haven't played around with it yet. I probably was going to play around with it tonight or tomorrow night. Because I recommend a lot of people, when they're beginners especially, to start on Coinbase. So I want to be able to help get new people in the ecosystem as much as possible, so I will make sure that I'm pretty comfortable with Coinbase Pro. Hopefully I can let you know that tomorrow, or if you get a chance to play around with it, let us know tomorrow during the live show. Shout out to Kevin Chance for subscribing. That's awesome. You have gotten a wrench too, so welcome to the community, and let's keep bouncing ideas off each other.
On ETC, I don't know if you're looking, from the highs. I mean, a 0.382 retracement would be back to 25.35. A 0.618 retracement would be back to 34 almost. That's on a 2-hour chart. I don't know. I don't use a lot of Fibonacci.
It's probably one maybe from the smaller scale, but honestly, you might get a pullback here, but I just think, man.
I don't know where you're going to throw it on a
I don't know.
Shorter scale. I mean, this was probably a 0.782. That was a deep pullback after the news, which would have caught me a little off guard. I never thought you'd see this thing back below really 1450, which we did there for a few days.
So you're saying you probably have bottom support around 1450 then?
I just think that one's got to work higher.
Yeah, I told you my opinion. I don't know if you were in here the whole time, but really I think this one to me is a no-brainer. It's got the partnership with IOHK. It's going to be on Coinbase. Everybody was wanting to know what's on Coinbase next, and now it's ETC, and everybody seems a little disappointed. That's what's going to be on there. And when new investors get on there and the next cheapest thing is Litecoin at 100 and something bucks, and then you have Ethereum Classic for 20 bucks, with unit bias in this ecosystem, what are you buying? What are you going to buy? What are they going to buy? They're going to buy Ethereum Classic. That's what they're going to buy. And it's also going to be part of the index where institutional money is going to come into play, and Coinbase is going to be the custodian, meaning they're holding the underlying. So the more institutional money that comes into the index, the more of these coins they got to buy off the market. That's just the way it's going to work. And then, like I said, they also have the backing of Grayscale, which they are available to traditional investors right now via the OTC market. That's the same thing. You hold the underlying there. So I think the fact that ETC has gotten a pass by the most heavily regulated cryptocurrency exchange in the world, being Coinbase, and is able to be traded on the traditional market via ETC in one of the most heavily regulated traditional markets in the world, I think that's pretty good. And I think that shows a bright future, at least for the legitimacy of Ethereum Classic. That's just my opinion. I've told you guys that I did switch one of my at-home mining rigs to Ethereum Classic. And I think if we get a nice little bull run here, and ETC goes on Coinbase, I don't like to do price predictions, but I think ETC becomes a $100 coin very easily.
Dang, we need a disclaimer after that.
Do the math on the market cap and tell me what a $100 ETC does to that market cap. It's very, very feasible, in my opinion. We'll throw up a quick disclaimer because none of this is financial advice. I know nothing about cryptocurrencies. I don't even own any Bitcoin. That's a lie, but we're going to run the disclaimer.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns. Thank you.
We're going back here. Somebody mentioned Funfair. So this is the 2-hour. We've been making minor lows along with really a Bitcoin chart. So not really stronger or weaker than the general market, but a tough outlook moving forward. But I know that was a coin that a lot of people liked, and zero in here short term. It's had a good last hour and a half or so, I believe, but got a long way to go.
Shout out to Bradley for subscribing. Thank you guys very much. Hope to continue to see you in here during the live show. And don't be afraid to ask us some questions.
Shit, we're going to kill this game longer term.
Joe Morris, where's my wrench? I can give you a wrench, Joe. That's okay.
Bitcoin 67.23. So back at, we just need some strength here. That's BitTrucks. Let's go a little more volume at Binance, 67.20. So.
Lloyd says, hey, Nick, how long before Zen is above $200? Now, I will tell you this, and you can go back and Twitter and on here. When I first did the interview with Zen, with Rob Viglione, what was the price? 12 bucks, maybe? I can't remember the exact price. Somewhere around there. I said that this will be a 10-banger for sure. I put that stamp on it, that Hitman stamp.
A 10-banger.
Now, when it will be $200, I'm not positive. But even at a $200 valuation, I believe that still only puts it around, what's in circulating supply? Let me do some quick math here.
Since you're so young, it might do it in your lifetime.
Shh. Once you see the math here. I mean, if it gets to $200, it only puts it at a market cap around $8 billion. So, I mean, not that I'm saying it's going to get there right away, but I truly believe $8 billion market cap after we get a bull run and this thing goes to 800 million again or a trillion or whatever, that's like nothing. That might not even be, that'll be barely in the top 100 probably. So I think it's very realistic. Now, I don't want to be a shill for Zen. I don't even like talking about Zen too much because I don't like being accused of a shill because I own some and I am going to have a super node on their network.
And you are going to get accused.
Yeah,
because that's what happens with all the trolls.
Yeah, and I want to lay out
and you know shit about it.
Yeah. It's already seen great profits. We've had the pullback with Palm Beach Confidential putting a sell order on it and due to the 51% attack that did undergo. If you guys go on their Twitter, they just released a new white paper. They're actually going to be the first proof of work coin to implement a new code structure to make it almost impossible to commit 51% attacks on their algorithm. So that is a very interesting read. The development on that, they said, would be about 2 weeks, and this was about a week ago, so I'm excited for that. And also the mere fact is it's not just a peer-to-peer transactional currency. Zencash is merely one of the 4 pillars in their ecosystem. They are also doing media, chat, payments, and they are coming out with some other things such as storage to compete with the likes of Siacoin and the interview I just did with INXT, Intranext. So, I mean, they're really trying to attack this from a lot of different angles, and Zen will be the only currency available on all of those networks, all those projects to utilize. I think that's a lot of value proposition. Also, the fact that there's only going to be 21 million ever in existence. Those token economics are very strong. We see that with Bitcoin, who only has 21 million to ever be in existence as well. So I'm a believer in Zen. I think it is very undervalued here. If you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen my thread where we traded at the top, we buy it at the bottom. It is continuing to follow that long-term historical trend. It just bounced off the bottom of the channel, and I'll continue to keep you guys updated on that.
Al Carpio, I want to know how many coins to hold. How many is too many? You want to answer that? Because I know I will.
How many total different projects? Go ahead and answer.
How many coins should you hold in your portfolio? I'm going to say 10 to 12. I think anything over that, you're just spreading yourself out too thin, maybe.
Yeah, here's the thing.
I don't like the idea of 24 coins or nothing like that.
There's a lot of guys on Twitter who I respect. They find these gems in the rough. Macho, a lot of these guys, they have hundreds of bags, and that's good and grand. You can, hopefully, if you see the pump happen, you can capitalize on some gains. But for the average investor who, you're watching YouTube trying to gather information, and you maybe don't have a ton of money to actually put reasonable amounts in all these projects, I say what Todd says. You pick 10 to 12 that you really believe in. You go heavy in those projects. You learn everything about them.
And live and breathe it.
If the fundamentals switch to the negative side and you live and breathe those coins, you're going to see it first. That means you're going to be the one selling at the top as it gets dumped on everybody else. And then you can reevaluate a different coin and move that money into that project. I think having less coins, like Todd said, allows you to follow all these in vast detail and really make better decisions for both the short and the long term on them.
How many coins are in a bag? You want to answer that?
How many coins are in a bag? Depends on which bag. If you're talking XRP,
if you got big bags, I got there's lots of coins.
I got 10 XRP in my bag because somebody sent it to me on Twitter. I don't know if they're trolling me or what, but I'll take it. Schwarzbaka said 12 to 16. And that's going to be different for everybody. Especially we like to, for the crypto private client group, usually like to have smaller ones. Therefore, it's easier for it to be traded more actively as well, and you're really getting into projects that have great fundamentals and have a lower risk with higher reward. Cool, guys.
That's all I got.
That's really about all we got. Lloyd says Nick shill away. I've said it before. Back in the day, I say back in the day, but 3-4 years ago in the cryptocurrency space, the word shill and FUD and scam were used in a very different terminology. Only those were like the biggest hate words possible, and usually backed up by a lot of fact. I know it's used a lot more loosely now, and it doesn't bother me, but it's pretty funny.
Nowadays, you don't have to back up nothing. Just run your mouth.
Lloyd says, Nick, I bought Zen because of you, bought Linda because of you, and you bought ETC because of me.
And we'll never buy XRP again.
I said I would buy XRP if it goes to 40 cents.
I'm probably like 6 big value coins and 4 small, maybe something like that, or 6 or 8 big.
I've been having a lot of people
3, 4, 5 small.
Asking about our opinion on portfolio. So I think when I get a chance, I'm going to try to do just kind of a rough estimate pie chart to present you guys kind of my percentages, and you can look at the large cap, mid cap, small cap. Obviously, the only small caps, if you're talking about actual micro cap coins that I'm holding right now, is I'm pretty heavy in ECA due to the upcoming consensus hard fork, their staking ability, and their community. And I'm pretty heavy in Linda Project because when I interviewed them, they kind of mentioned the Linda X protocol they were building, and I really believe that protocol tokens have a bright future for 2018. So I went pretty heavy in there. You can also stake Linda. You can have masternodes for Linda, and their universal wallet, their multi-coin staking wallet, which is huge, a first for the industry, is coming out June 30th. Obviously, the price action has followed those fundamental opinions, and hopefully everybody who got in there from this channel is doing really well.
Shout out to the chat box.
Shout out to the chat box. It is off the chain. You guys are bouncing great ideas.
Business and keeping it moving.
That's what we like to see. Everybody in here is here for one reason. You believe in cryptocurrencies, But also, you're trying to make money, and that's what we're trying to do. We try to keep it professional, give you facts, have a little bit of fun, but really, we're here to try to triple those bags. We want everybody to find success in this cryptocurrency journey, and we want to build a community that's almost like family. You know, I know we want to have a meetup at some point. We would love to meet a lot of you guys in person, bounce ideas. Obviously, when we're talking through a chat box, it's hard to get really in-depth analysis from you guys, so we would like to hear that in person at some point. And that's about all I got. You got anything you want to do? Your famous buy this coin and it goes up 20%? Do you have any of those today or not really?
No, I get the software how I want. I will. I'll be throwing them out left and right.
There you go.
No, I think right here, I mean, I still like the Ethereum, and that's probably, I think the trading coin moving forward is still going to be Ethereum probably. A nice little trade.
Yeah, I still think
but
you need to...
Nothing right now. I think we're sold out, and I think the sentiment is horrible, and but I'm hoping we can just keep it, keep trying to stab higher here.
Yeah, I think you definitely need to have some large caps in your portfolio. You have to remember, when new money comes in, I know I say it all the time, look at the apps that they will get on first, look at the custodians, look at the coins that are available. You need to own some of those because that's where the next move of big money will be coming. And the last thing before we leave, somebody says, how do you kind of designate between large, mid, and small? I'd probably say anything that has made it into the 1 billion club is a large cap in my mind. Anything between lower than 1 billion to probably 100, 150 million would be mid-tier. And then anything below 100 million would be a small cap or micro cap in my mind. Those are just my opinion. I kind of try to diversify off of that. And obviously, depending on the overall market cap in the cryptocurrency economy, those numbers are going to fluctuate. You know, when we were on the bull run, to be worth $1 billion was like the top 100 was all worth $1 billion. So obviously, the dynamics change with that.
Lloyd Christmas says he's 4 hours from my house, but my problem is I'm probably going to be stuck in St. Louis, so I'm not even sure I'm going to see the wifey for my birthday, unless it's on FaceTime. So I'm probably stuck in St. Louis.
Perfect. I think RF Dusty, did you just message me on Twitter your Zen address? I have no way to really confirm that that's you, so I might just use the Zen address on the YouTube video to make sure it's getting sent to the right person. I know it's only one Zen, but you know how people in the cryptocurrency space are. They try to scam you or take your money any way possible. So that is about all I got. I still think ETC, I don't have one to say buy right now, but I think ETC is no-brainer, especially once it gets added to Coinbase. So accumulating now probably would not be a bad idea.
XMCC, I brought that up. I mean, some volume has definitely come in here in June. I don't know, it's really a low volume coin, but looks like something's going on here recently, but chart patterns not much to brag about. So I'm not sure about that one. Be nice to see some type of strength out of this hole.
That's a lot of volume with no movement. Interesting.
Right.
Perfect. And Felix said he is mining ETC until the Coinbase launch. There you go. That's an opportunity at some passive income. We will see you guys tomorrow live at 6:30 p.m. Central Time to celebrate Todd the Toddfather Butterfield's birthday.
Or maybe 6, right? You said you had to go early tomorrow?
We'll go probably early on my birthday on Wednesday. So we'll be good tomorrow.
And 6:30 tomorrow night.
Make sure to tune in.
For the birthday party.
That is it. We're celebrating Todd's birthday. Maybe we'll have some balloons or something in here. We already got the
rocket
rocket
jumping out of a cake.
Who knows? Who knows what you guys are going to see tomorrow?
Show me the money.
I'll see you later. Smash that like button.
All right, guys.
Positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck. Everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard. Play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.